since the nerf, nerf buff, whichever way you want to look at it. Since the single double damage, it's been not as good on this map, because normally you would do double damage over towards A to set up teams to go aggro A, but then you have another double damage for wherever they hit over towards B or they hit over towards C. And not having that does feel like it changes a good amount. Just on defense, really. Like it looks like it's a little bit harder to go aggro and a little bit harder to hold on to both these sides.
Oftentimes mirroring where Clues wanted him. And Clues is going to get some information here very, very shortly.
I like this from Nongshim. Going up against the no info sentinel. And I kind of want Tenten to tuck in if my ISO is doing this, but I thought they were going to bait it out pretty heavy. Or just absolutely wreck everyone.
Not much damage suffered either. 74 health remaining here on the Neon as the plant does come through on the A site. ZETA looking to play retake in a 5v3 as Dombeat takes a forward position, but immediately will get scouted. Looking for the close angle. Now swings in, but she'll be able to find that in reply. Time starting to bleed away a bit. Shield popped here. MXDL as Dombeat going to be paranoid up, slides over to the side, gets himself across towards stairs. Here for the moment. Defuse now being started.
Gotta commit to see that spike.
Margaret does manage to find one, but right back onto the fuse they go.
Very nicely handled from ZETA. This was cool though as well. No, the guy that was kind of close here, he goes crazy on the reaction cams.
I will be getting in contact to the best of my ability to fly ZETA guy over here.
Yeah.
The playoffs.
But basically, if they make playoffs, Achilles said he'll pay for the guy. He'll fly him over. He'll get him a ticket or fly him over. He'll pay for the flights. So.
And 10-10.
And dude, this guy's so funny. You'll see him on the replays today. He goes crazy.
Looking for the weapon, and XDL not quite prepared. Slide forward. Gun scooped up, doesn't manage to make it around the corner. Reaggresses back down the stairs, so that will end up getting picked apart. XDL able to find one more here.
Hold up.
Things a little bit chaotic, but it's still going to be the numbers advantage for the side of Nongshim as they look to tie things up 1-1 very quickly.
Has to clear this wall. That's why it was so key in the previous round to get rid of that deadlock early. Able to break it open. Space created, but this is going to be challenging.
They didn't pick up any of the guns.
Riding the wall forward. Split across the ways. Francis here in the smoke. The double tap about to expire. Paranoia goes across. Sugar Zero just cycling a smoke, but now going to be stunned up as the tap comes through. Push out the back. Francis finds XDL.
Nice,
Sugar
though.
Zero dead simultaneously.
Nobody able to feel comfortable to buy up. And again, Clues stuck behind this wall. Immediately 10-10 shifting over.
Devastating start from ZETA.
Not sure if it got cleared or not there. But yeah, everybody from ZETA
money's insanely good for these three right now.
No follow-up. Well,
I also like, okay, do you know what I really like here from Nongshim?
XDL jiggling.
It's like they won this, but then instead of treating this like a full buy, they're treating it like a bonus. Like they buy a Spectre and they buy a Outlaw on top of it. And there's a lot of teams at the moment that, even though they know the enemy team are going against a full eco, because it's like the next rounds, they don't do this. So this is cool. It's a good sign.
Doors open already.
Tap it.
It feels like a standard thing, but I'm telling you, I would actually say like 9 out of 10 teams won't have these and will have full guns in this round.
Now noting Shota is just going to tuck in behind the mound, goes up over the top, tries to find some.
Though still, the Nongshim's able to put together.
Oh yeah, I mean they're in a very good spot as they effectively go into their bonus.
Yeah, I mean 3 rifles, a Bulldog, an Outlaw.
Oh wait, is that right? Did they pick up, maybe you're right. Maybe they did pick up the Spectre.
Quite all right for sometimes 6K even.
Okay, either way, the Outlaw buy is nice.
So economy-wise,
I think you might be right. I think they did pick up the Spectre.
Yeah,
that's my bad.
He's got the overdrive, so pull that out in a pinch if it's necessary.
I like this default though. Surprised they didn't see the trip get in place. Seen some cool stuff with the deadlock on like proactive defaults, and then just punishing teams for retaking space.
Trying to spot it out, but
question mark created. Oops. Question mark created. Question mark created, and they go a little bit proactive, but they should consider that someone is holding this, because obviously someone has to hold this for the trip to get value anyway.
Clear things out. The undercut does come through. Margaret strafes over the wall.
Margaret
Here, a jiggle
with an
barrel
outlaw.
not spotted either. So the backpedaling making some noise here, as he knows the pressure is coming his way. Overdrive now going to be popped, and Ivy
A
finds
nice
the kill.
ult. They got a lot of space. They got a little bit of
4v4,
deadlock after
XCL
plant
close
util.
by, Spike does get
Has the
planted.
Gravnet as well back up. Gravnet Molly.
Now they gotta play
Omen
retake.
Flash
A
still.
little bit of util to use, still the
Dude,
relay
they still
wolf.
have an Omen Flash.
Still
My Omen's
XDL.
playing here. I'm not sure about that.
Has his shield. Paranoia. So a lot to work with.
Hasn't said it quite just yet, but I'm starting to bleed away. Diving forward here. 10-10 going to be taken down. Scouts out here for the squad, but damn, on this turn of the corner, instantly deals with XDL, shield and all. Ivy tagged up, but it's just Clues left standing. Swaps the weapons, is frantically searching for a target, but odds of being able to find any here. Very limited. Domby will go ahead.
Very,
strike
very.
Stuff like that is super annoying. I'm gonna throw out the vulnerable to back Nongshim up. Immediately clear the wall.
Okay, change it from
Sheriff set a
ZETA.
stinger for
Aggro over towards
Zero.
A. They invest the double damage.
They're
They
just
take a
trying
bit
to
of
see
space in reaction.
anybody who's gonna try
Nongshim.
to play off that haunt.
Looks like they might just send it with
Zota
Fatal.
pretty far back. Margaret again with the outlaw. Keeping track of rubble. A lot of times players will jump up on that rock to try to get info, but Sugar Zero keen to just do a little jiggling.
Oh, there's the jump peak. Gets the spot out. And now this space looking to be taken over here. Swing out from 10-10, immediately going to be shut down by Persia. It's
Nice
the one
from
tap
Nongshim
and
at the
gets
moment.
himself on the board.
Everything's really good. It's just slow,
Prowler spotting nothing over
methodical.
towards rubble.
Take space, hold the
Rotation still coming
space,
through
wait
here
for them
from
to
Zeta,
push
but it's gonna
back,
be a quick little pivot here.
re-clear
Nongshim with 40
areas,
seconds remaining. They're going to start working
look for
back
a
across
reaction.
towards that opposite side of the map,
Everywhere
suspecting that they've
is
drawn the
like
attention
prepared
of
and
Zeta
ready for a
towards this A
reaction.
side.
You're right.
And yep, the door gets tapped, and that's
Door
everyone from Zeta
opens
now.
over towards
Here
A. They
on the
create a
wrong
little
side of the
bit
map.
of
They're doing a
pressure
great
with the
job.
smoke that goes up
Nongshim
as
really
well.
understands Clues' tendencies.
Margaret finding one, finding two.
Yeah, these are
Round after
freebies.
round, putting them down. As the spike now gets planted, Zeta gets the bad news.
This one surely done. Just how much damage can you do? Again, that wall going to slow up Sugar Zero. It's going to take a million years to break through that with the stinger, so may just be a die to the spike scenario, or TP past it. That's true. You can do that.
Oh,
Yeah, it gets up forward here, but just not going to be able to have any kind of advantageous spot coming out of that
For
smoke.
God's
Down here,
sake.
we'll just go.
Coming through, but with all that util comes the Under's Fury.
Does get attacked,
That's-
does get a kill. Francis going to be
dude, that could
taken
have been
down.
a lot worse.
Further damage found as XDL. Ooh, the shield is already popped. but
Oh my
Managed to go
goodness,
ahead
10
and cross the
HP.
headshot there onto Downby. 10-10 at the same time, going to be eliminated. Sugar Zero again. Felled as Margaret. Continues to be a thorn in their side. Just looking for the wall bank shots. Takes him down very low. Shock dart out. Clues is eventually able to find Persia, and that gives a player advantage, as well as the HP here to the side of Zeta Division.
Well, there was a moment there where I thought maybe Zeta
Well.
was just going to immediately back off of that A site, but instead they hold the line. And Nongshim just happy to try a different direction. It's going to be the Vice wall over there. But my guess is
Yeah, we can remove that
3,
bacon
2, 1. Yep.
for sure.
2-1 get their way through. The Thorn's going to be late on the pop. Wall set up. It's going to be a full approach coming around from that mound side. Maybe a split in towards the door, but spike planted, hit in play. Margaret, he is looking to maintain dominance here for Nongshim.
Ivy's got the annihilation. This is actually very, very difficult.
This is a hell of a setup.
Yeah, this is brutal.
Defender set up from the attack. Ivy tucks back, looks for the shot.
Ooh.
XDL a little bit faster. And Margaret
11
down to
HP?
11
I mean, that's
HP.
impossible.
Swings out, falls.
Okay, they use a
They're
lot of
giving the
ults, but
investments.
a round's a
It's
round.
going to be a very nice round victory
This
here for
though
the
is going to be a
side of Zeta
nightmare to go
Division
up
pick their
against. Going to
second.
just see
That's
all of
huge.
these ults used to make sure
It
they
looked
can
like
reset.
that round very well could swing it. Clear the haunt. Him and Sugar Zero trying to take control of Mound. Crossfire attempted.
Yeah, go for it,
Door
Lexi.
control set up by Ivy.
Tap on the Paranoia immediately coming through. As swing out, Sugar Zero going to be good for one.
Whoa.
Turns back towards Mount, finds another
Damn,
TP,
this
he's
is
out to safety.
nice. I mean, it's a bit of individual greatness, to be honest, but it's a great round, especially on the round where they have all these ults.
As ZETA look to get within touching distance. Unless Margaret has anything to say about it.
From ZETA, they didn't wanna sit and wait for him.
Now you have an operator for 10-10.
Just too good at it.
So immediately, actually he was at C, but
yeah, repositions.
Couple smokes.
Okay, so they still have a lot of money, and on this one, ZETA don't go aggro, so.
Swing in comes through, and that's a collat. Dami and Francis both going to be taken down.
Dude, I noticed that. I feel like teams at the moment.
Fantastically done.
And maybe it's just today.
Yeah, very well poised to tie this up, and whether it was 10-10,
and maybe it's a Pacific thing as well. But dude, we gotta have. When you got ults like this to cover up some of your util to hit sites, we got to be using other bits of util to clear the angles to get into the positions to use the ults.
Margaret.
Maybe it's just because the second game was annoying me as well, where they weren't using the ult. Oh my goodness. Dude, doesn't expect it though.
Confirms the round. 10-10 just
you think it's a specific thing? Yeah, maybe they don't.
35 seconds remaining.
Maybe they don't
on the lurk.
have as much set strat ult rounds, and they kind of just rely on the IGL more for it.
The operator.
That'd be huge.
It would be nice.
I know RRQ for sure have set strats, like ult strats, but it's not just a Pacific thing. But why is it so common this year, Bacon?
The economy.
Man, look at how aware 10-10 is.
He's back now. He's looking to just.
Nothing but a jiggle. Yeah, exactly. It's just a jiggle, just to check. You know, some players might just try peek that angle and pay the price. Instead, he's just confirming. Doesn't want to give up anything. Knows how valuable that operator is in his hands.
Is more aware of it? I feel like I was pretty aware of it last year.
Very, very good. ZETA bouncing back.
Just like that, 4-4.
Decision making, not just from him, but from ZETA as a whole was a little bit off. Oh, got a peek.
Little bit of leg spot there. As Overdrive does get popped, and 10-10 immediately gets shut down. Multiplayer stack up here, as that's going to be the draw in. XCL, I was going to say, go to the kill contract camp, please.
Oh boy.
Wins it out. XCL going to be taken down, and ZETA's attempt at the crunch.
Yeah, and we don't have any way to trade on this.
Op still set up here from Shota. As Prowler.
Still like the original idea from ZETA. It makes a lot of sense. You want to go aggro, make sure these ults don't get a chance to exec on you again.
Get a hit in at that range, but instead will redirect them over towards
should this be a little bit better? Recon goes in. Once the recon gets broken, then you flash.
That I was just alluding to. He has tremendous skill, but
it's not too bad.
Decision making there a little bit questionable, and this Nightfall sucks.
Smoke cycle in the back, and that's going to be Clues taken down. Down B.
Okay, finally using the ults as well. Then.
Still able to survive. Wall set up
this
here.
Is what they wanted to do the round before.
Cutting off Shota and Sugar Zero, and given they have the op in play, it's looking like it might just be a save. As Nongshim look to regain the lead.
Well, this is just great understanding of the situation by Nongshim and their coaching staff with those two ults available from the duelists. They were so ready from the beginning for that attempted crunch play. And obviously getting the early info on 10-10's movement kind of gave the game away. And then he popped the ult a little bit too late. Swinging the corner and was trying to get the lasers out, and
yeah,
it's not quite there.
A lot of things could have changed. Could have just backed away.
Well, with this round, everyone's money is incredible.
They commit in for the call. ZETA Division
experienced that in prac yet, so they didn't know what to do once they had this map control for free.
That same one way, and 10-10 immediately moves.
Because then they slide out. They late Omen flash.
He's going to go to stairs.
We didn't peek from B or drone from B, I'm pretty sure.
I think they're trying to figure out where this op is and then do something else.
It just looked like they didn't know what to do once they had successfully got this. I imagine in practice they'd have had 4 people
there at B main. Margaret, statuesque here at Rock. Wall to go ahead and just cover them, cutting across over towards the door behind this rubble. Position, not giving sightlines over to 10-10. Seems like they have a very solid understanding of where he's going to be positioned. Then again, Margaret will end up falling. Slight little attempt at a shot there. It's a slide across. Damage is very much suffered. Shot that's going to be taken down. And then looking for another one there. Blind. Nothing more to be found. Annihilation does get sent. No one grabbed up. It's going to now a 4v3. Dambi. He's getting the one tap there, point blank. Wall to try to lead down the rope.
Sugar Zero.
Not finding connection.
I was going to say, is he going to be aware of this?
Back here by Francis over at stairs. ZETA Division. A very difficult task of trying to get their way back into this one. Right now, just breaking down the wall at back sight. Time starting to bleed away. Swing out. Dambi on good for a third. Clues eventually able to find some stability. Cleans up XDL. Finding
the deadlock after plant stuff is so strong.
Doesn't know which way to look.
It's so strong.
Francis will swing out. ZETA make.
And they're doing such a good job. You know, early in the game, they were working the map really nice. And they are now starting to find
refresh it,
moments
refresh
in
on
this game. Just great recognition of kind of how ZETA wanted to position the operator and where to go after that. So ZETA this time gonna slide 10-10 a little bit further forward.
Surprised ZETA didn't go for aggro A on this round.
Considering going for the drone, and I think that had he, it would have been absolutely slaughtered there. Dambi would not be dissuaded
by the thorns.
Just going sliding forward, trying to catch him with that util out.
I'll find you.
Wants in towards the back. Blues looking for a setup. Recon quickly cleared out though.
Okay, we've got to keep an eye on the lock, and we've got to keep an eye on Shota getting to this pause to use his ult. Because you would imagine that Nongshim have some kind of plan.
Peeking over from Waterfall. Is that shot on the Persia just narrowly misses?
Well, there goes the ult. Is that not the whole retake done?
Would have been a critical pickup.
I think that's the whole
now
retake
this
done.
Step gets closer and closer as Margaret continues wandering forward, about to wrap around over by Waterfall. Waiting for the strike. Ivy holding close. Sugar Zero finding one with that op. He's in a committed position.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the whole retake.
Get through there again. Not a tremendous amount of util for ZETA to really clear through some of those spots. You know, you have to get it done on rifling. Maybe a good vulnerable, maybe a good paranoia can open a little bit of space for you, but you're gonna have to do more off the back of it. XDL covering. Try to push up off this drone. Is Ivy gonna be ready for him to be this close?
No trips behind at the moment.
Nah, he's got insanely good timing here.
Yeah,
so he's just slowly continuing to walk in behind, sees where the op is dropped now.
Yeah, and that delay is great.
Spots out the first, pulls
Does
the trigger.
he
Persia
pop his
take
shield,
down,
keep
Clues
dueling, or?
Here behind the door, is able to find one. Dambi goes sliding forward. B-site now looking to be the target. This is ZETA. Oh, XDL melted at range. Shots flying here, 10-10, trying to line him up, can't make it happen, but player advantage still established. Paranoia not connecting, Margaret's position previously known. Spike here on the floor, but they're looking to fight together, they're looking to fight forward. Oh. Now they're segregated. They're split apart, and Margaret looks for it, and he has it!
They
the Red
really
Bull
stole
clutch
this.
to get Nongshim up 8-4. Colin Thatcher, this man is a tyrant.
7-5, not bad. Yeah, there's a
reason to overextend. Okay, you heard the shield. You heard the shield. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. I mean, now you have to fight it. You don't have a choice. What a leader. What a leader. Oh, the cover. It's beautiful.
Not looking good for ZETA to try to
stay the whole time.
Take that first step towards running back this map.
They popped the double tap and they just felt like they had to go.
Okay, I mean, just chill, just chill. We don't know where the rest. Okay, nice, nice. Play the numbers. Play the numbers. Isn't this so refreshing, chat? We've seen so many teams this past week.
It's gonna be a flawless pistol victory.
Let's go. Let's go. Flawless pistol. Easy work.
That's so funny,
TMB's
bro.
watching my stream, and Sliggy's watching my stream.
ZETA has an opportunity.
Shout
that kind of stuff.
Sliggy's watching, Dambi.
Just classics.
Don't make him pull the red cards back out.
Dude, Dambi has like
Don't
3
do
to be fair.
No, Margaret's fine here.
Drop down, to find one, looks for the transfer, and it does connect. It's just an absolute meat grinder.
What are we even worried about? What are we even worried about,
low, but they cannot
Pretty sure the server lags and it's not just a neon.
Zero is there, Persia. It's getting taken down as Dambi around the corner just in time to avoid elimination. Gets tagged up and has a regen.
It actually does look like a Sliggy. Maybe we are going back to Trevor.
Margaret the whole time. He's been just pushing space.
Slowly creeping forward.
The timing though, he might be stepping out a little bit early.
Oh, has the ghost, and it will be noted. Looks like they're gonna just try to leave XDL in a forward spot here. Have him play for these flanks. Prowler to check. Seems like quietly Nongshim reading that this is likely going to be just a lurk rather than the full forces.
Fake.
Especially as 10-10 starts firing off shots over here towards C. Snakebite will hold them at bay for the moment.
When you've got the
it doesn't really make sense what they just did.
A little bit extra to the C hold. Still, you don't have any information on A Rebel though.
Oh boy.
Oh no. This grab net. Oh.
Sends it, shorts it. Sensor did get triggered. Now trying to push their way forward. Margaret swinging out from
you can kind of just
corner.
shoot your way through.
Solid reply from
it was a little bit weird over towards A, I'm not gonna lie. They did double damage and shot the fade out so they wanted to hold one over towards its great pressure. And then at the same time they instant recon, so it's like they were creating pressure here and here at the same time, so all they're gonna do is like the only place that was gonna be weak was B. They still just forced their way in though, and they got the kills. But
XDL will be able to go ahead.
From losing A when they wanted to fight, it was to 4-pass and walk B, where they meet a wall.
I don't think should press forward with this anymore. It's a little obvious what's going on.
Oh, that's a good amount of damage. XDL just trying to jump across
regen
towards the
armor
side. Hit the 59.
Let's have the regen shield.
Does.
Where did they use the drone?
It was 10-10, taking a bit here from the Odin. Taking even more from the Odin. This is just massacring him, and he hasn't even seen a single person. Francis comes up with 2. 10-10's at 5 HP. Persia's on top of the rubble. Does manage to go ahead and
I do like this game plan though. This game plan is good. This is like dude, Odin over towards here. I mean, I've been speaking about this for like 3 years. It's crazy underrated against how a lot of people like to really clear over towards A.
XCL trying to break things open. Dami just breaks the shield, slides in, Sugar Zero now.
Especially when a team struggles, especially when you got like an ISO. So say like the drone would come out early, right? It would get shot, and then ISO's going to pop his shield. Like that spam is going to take that shield down real fast. But I think they messed up. Did they use their drone when they wanted to go over towards B? Oh yeah, it went above here.
In situations like that, with Francis out in the open, you don't have anything to really clear it unless you hit a great paranoia or a great vulnerable. From the ISO,
as soon as they use that
judge,
gets the judge out. Judge, Odin, Prowler spots one over towards B. Pleasure is... He might just face this now because his mate died. Surely gets traded.
We're going to be tapped. XDL, however, able to find 1. The judge now striking. Downbeat comes up with the elimination. But XDL continuing to look good. Finds himself a second here in the round.
God, if you could grab Dombey with that ult, should be a pretty easy win.
And he swapped over, and he will be able to go ahead and get the grab.
Beautiful.
25 advantage as double tap. Not sure what's going on with that one. Shield's been broken. Dombey wins out the fight.
He grabbed the Vandal.
Yeah, headshot comes in. Yeah, he had swapped out the weapons previously. As slide forward. Would have been a hell of a transfer there from 10-10. Can't quite make it happen. This is still going to be costly regardless, but right now ZETA very well poised.
Dude, he
quick
checked.
Look back from Ivy, giving a thought to this flank. Is the shot takes 3.
Outlaw.
Still a hell of a lot. It says, okay, no judge this time, but a Bucky.
Outlaw and can one-shot everyone. Danby gets the Bucky out, and we've seen some mad things with a Bucky this week, so... There's no way they want to punish with a Bucky. My god.
Ends up sending it, the slide forward. Dami misses the first pump, so Schultz is able to find him. Takes him down. Ivy is able to find another one as it's just complete and utter chaos here in the round. Suddenly a 2v2. Sheriff's in hand. The paranoia across. Francis doesn't know where the hell he's at.
Oh god.
He's hitting him in transit.
Oh
and he
no.
Gets the headshot on the
There's
slide.
no way, man.
Set up within this one. There's the drone. Blind
he's
shot
got good
attempted,
timing,
but tucks
didn't
back
see him.
in. Has not been spotted.
Oh. Well.
They just spam that corner. 10-10 might just go down.
Cleared all of A. Fade Eye goes out, clears all of close A as well.
Back off of it.
Yeah, ZETA have to go re-clear over towards A. But dude, we used our drone again. How are we meant to re-clear anywhere?
The wall to come out from Ivy. But the discipline, it's been off the charts for Nongshim. Dambi, him and Shota in a standoff.
It's going to be a timing here. Gets that across on a 3. Looking for the relay bolt stun. Now the overdrive going to be popped off. He turns his sights back in towards B main.
What is
the
this,
paranoia
bro?
is absolutely gorgeous. And
Dude, he's
Dummy
unstoppable.
is absolutely
My
shredding.
goodness.
Picks up the 3rd. Looking for the 4th. Looking for the finisher. Sugar Zero will deny that away from him.
30 seconds left.
There is no denying this map from Nongshim.
Ah, they use their drones so
13 to
freely.
6, a one-sided affair, and ZETA's map pick, Nongshim,
Nice
are
them for
looking
Nongshim
hungry,
now.
and they have their eyes set on the playoffs.
No
They're
doubt.
convincing.
They are just well drilled today.